Hello friends and welcome to the Urban Homesteading channel. If today is your first time visiting with us, I want to extend you a very warm welcome and invite you to view any of our over 420 videos that we've arranged for your convenience in playlists, as we are confident you're going to find something both entertaining and useful. If you have been here before but you have not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Do subscribe. If today is your birthday, I want to wish you a very happy birthday. Today we are going to do a first look and early review of a very useful little device, which is a laser engraver and cutter that I love because of its flexibility and its usefulness. It is a very small handheld kind of device that only has two axes, so it's more simple and allows you to do amazing things that even much more expensive laser machines do not allow you to do. So stick around and see what we plan to do with this machine, and also get an overview of this nice, wonderful little machine. So you can see the machine there, and just to get a little reference, this is an iPhone 11, so it is not huge, it is fairly light, and it is very simple. There are a couple of buttons here, but you do require to have a computer connected in order for you to do any printing with it. And the only inputs that you find in the device is on the right side of the device, and it's simply a power port and a USB port. If we turn it over, you'll see a very simple construction. This is the laser head. You should never have it powered in this orientation, as the laser is strong enough to cause permanent eyesight damage. But you can see this is a simple machine, which I like because it means that there's a chance for it to fail. There is one motor, one stepping motor here, and it allows it to move in this orientation, and then there is another motor that is on top that allows it to move in this orientation. Just move the head. Now, it doesn't have a Z orientation because it prints on anything you're going to put it on. So as you can see, you can personalize your laptops. It will engrave aluminum. I've had it now for a couple of weeks, and I do have to say I've used it in many little projects, and I have to admit I love it. This is engraving in real time, and you can see the laser pulsating. When it increases in intensity, it actually engraves, and when it decreases, it stops and it repositions. Again, this is real time, this is not speed up, so you can see that this little machine, it's fairly fast, and it is very useful for engraving small objects. There is a slight smell as the laser burns a little bit the surface, but it does not set it on fire. It is not really a great deal of smell, and we'll go around, and you can see there the laser beam as it cuts through this piece of cork. This is a 3000 millivolt laser, and you can buy a 6000 millivolt laser. In fact, you can buy any denomination, but I think on this size you can buy up to 6000 millivolt. But I find the 3000 millivolt to be quite sufficient for our purposes. So the engraving process has ended, and the laser returned to the home position. And here is the end result. Let's see if we can focus. There we go. It is actually more clear in reality than it is on camera because of the form of the cork. And here you see what I engraved. I created this little phrase using Microsoft Word. Then I made it into JPEG and reduced it in size. This is the software that you use to create the... I don't know why it doesn't want to stay focused. But as you can see, you can make it smaller or bigger. But it's a very simple process. You can, in essence, laser scribe pretty much anything you want. And these are some etchings that I did on my Chromebook. So this is safe to engrave things like computers. The Chromebook works fine. There are no problems with it. But you can engrave all kinds of objects, and that's one of the things that I really enjoy about this. Even though this is the INSMA, there are many copies of this machine. They look identical other than the color. Some of them are green, some of them are white, some of them are red, some of them are yellow, and they have different names, but they're in essence the same machine. A big difference, however, is that they cost different amounts of money. You can find these machines anywhere from $50 to $150. And what I really like about this machine is that you can place it on an object that makes it ideal to engrave things pretty much anywhere you want. So as long as you have a surface that it is the approximate size of this table, the small area here. Actually, I will show you the area that it engraves. Forgive me, I had to work on the software. So you see the area now, it is going from point to point. And you can gradually move the laser, as you can see here. And I will move it all the way to the further left corner. We started on the top corner. And this is about the middle point. So you have quite a lot of space to do various engravings. And let me show you some examples. For example, as you can see, you can go with very complex or very simple shapes, simple drawings, signs. And even though I've not tried it, you can even make larger signs by relocating the device. Again, I've not done that, but I've heard it is possible. So you can see there is a variety of things that you can do, a variety of symbols, And colors can be represented by changing the intensity and having gray. This is a great little symbol that I want to engrave some of my items with. And I've tried most of them and they engrave very, very nicely. So you can see this is a very useful little machine. Here is a better view of the whole area that this machine can operate within. I have it set up to go to the four corners, and as you can see, this is a substantial size. So for the average consumer, for the average do-it-yourselfer, this is a plentiful space in which you can create very much anything you can imagine. You can get drawings from the web, or if you are artistically inclined, you can draw something yourself. And this little machine will actually do it for you. So the machine has some buttons on the top, and that allows the machine to manually be adjusted. It has nothing on one side, it has the power and the USB on the other, and on the back it has a fan that moves air through the bed as it cuts, and that allows the laser to remain cool. I'm sorry about it. And here you can see another little engraving that I did using that little machine in the steps tool that we built a few weeks ago. And really I couldn't do it with another machine unless I had a several $1,000 machine because of the size that it would require. Imagine how much of a machine I will need to scribe something on this. So the engraver comes with a power plug and a USB plug and a little USB port, USB thumb drive that contains the software for Mac, for Windows, some sample files and drivers if needed by your machine. Here I'm using a Windows laptop, and virtually any computer will be fitted for this, as it doesn't require a lot of processing power to create or print. Overall, I'm very pleased with everything that the machine does. And again, here for the first time ever, the camera is not doing justice to the result. You saw a much better result with the stool because it tends to be unable to focus very well, since the cork has a lot of dark and white points and it doesn't really know where to focus. The machine can be connected and is connected through the software. And of course you can move the whatever you print anywhere you want within this window, which allows you great flexibility. As you can see, the printable window is the square here. So as you can see, the urban homesteading little writing there. There is a lot of space that you can utilize and a lot of things that you can laser engrave. Also, you can cut thin material. I've not tried to cut cork, but it has worked very well with cardboard and definitely paper. So that will give you some opportunities to create stencils and things of this nature, if that is something that you're interested in. This is a very useful little device that I have really enjoyed using over the last few weeks, and it has not failed to produce good results in anything I tried. This is a first look and initial review because I have used it for 3 weeks, and the only thing I don't know about it at this moment is the longevity of the device. But even if it lasts for 6 months, I only spent a very few amount of money, about $45 for it, and you can find them in a variety of different brands, as I said, but they unmistakably look the same. All of them look the same. And you can find them for $40 in things like AliExpress and Bangkok, to about $150 on Amazon. They're all the same other than the branding, so I will not spend a lot of money, more money than you have to in order to purchase it. I hope you enjoyed this little episode. of the urban homesteading, and if you did, would appreciate a thumbs up. If you didn't, the other button works as well. Share, like, subscribe, and let us know what you would like to see in this channel. From the Garage Wizard and the Urban Homesteading channel, I want to wish you a great week, and I will see you later. Farewell, friends.